Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Now Platform Tokyo release features for cloud configuration governance under IT operations management. Today, I'll be speaking on new features and enhancements to the Azure Rules for AWS, updates to catalog-based remediation, and also updates to the content app. Moving on to updates to the Azure Rules for AWS. In previous versions, it was required to have the API key and a secret key for CCG connection to AWS. Today, with the updates to Tokyo, the AWS Identity Access Management configuration determines access from the ServiceNow instance to the master account or any other sub-accounts. The benefit of doing this is that now you only require a single credential to discover full AWS organization rather than using hundreds of API ID key pairs. So that means you can now run quicker setup of scans against AWS. Also, a benefit is that it conforms to AWS's best practices for integrating with their cloud API. To activate this, you have to update the cloud configuration and governance plugin when the next version is released to the store. I do also have to note that it requires a specific series of permissions and roles to be configured in AWS IAM for it to work properly. Moving on to catalog-based remediation update. In previous versions, you had to run the audit and the remediation processes in a single flow. And what we discovered is that most customers would rather separate the audit from the remediation phases rather than run everything in a single find it and fix it cycle. So what we've done is that by separating the remediation, it gives the cloud service owner the power to run remediation steps before or after an audit has been done. Also, running from the service catalog does not require an admin or CCG_governor roles, but it still does require to have the CCG_operator role. This can be activated also by updating the cloud configuration and the governance plugin when the next version is released to the store. Moving on to updates to the content app, what has been done is to separate the CCG engine from the content app. The CCG engine is basically an engine for auditing and enforcing standards, and multiple teams had expressed interest in releasing their own content. So that's the reason why this was separated. So multiple teams can now release or create their own content. Also, pushing content to different apps and plugins means the engine should be able to upgrade safely while a review of any conflicting content happens. In the diagram to my left on the slide here, you can see the relationships between the plugins and the content available with the ITOM governance SKU and the content from other SKUs, partners, and the community. Thank you so much for watching. For questions, please refer to ServiceNow.com for product documentation. And if you have any other questions, you can also reach out to our team for further assistance. Thank you and have a good day.